Sounds good.
Sweets and pain.
Which is good.
I don't know. We can't do anything about it.
Well, Beau, you get to go play in your home state.
Yes, sir.
What's it mean you get to play a game your senior year in Colorado?
Means a lot. I got to do it last year against CSU. That was fun, and it's definitely special for me. Playing high school in Colorado and going home, it's fun, and I'm glad I get this opportunity. I'm going to try to make the most of it.
How much family friends you can have there?
Probably 30, 35 people, family and friends. It's been, kind of busy trying to get those tickets coordinated with my mom, so I'm really excited, and I'm thankful for their support.
You been to a game at Air Force before?
Yes, sir. On my recruiting visit when I was a senior in high school, I went to an Air Force game, and it's a lot of fun. I'm excited for these guys to get out there and experience it. It's a cool college football atmosphere, and I'm really excited to get out there.
Did they offer you in high school?
Yes, sir.
Why'd you decide not to go that route?
I just don't think I was, cut out to be a cadet. I have all the respect in the world for those guys, but that is a very disciplined lifestyle, and personally, I'm not very good at math, too, so, coming out with those test scores, I don't think I could have made it at Air Force, but being offered by Air Force was an honor.
Be the first time Boise State's played a game at a service academy.
Yes, sir.
Haven't been there. What's the different? Is it feel different a game in those kind of situations, or the crowd that's at those games? Or?
Yes, sir. It's the jets fly over, and that's always a really cool experience. And it's a loud crowd, and they're really good fans. It's a different experience, and I'm really excited for our guys to experience it and get out there. And I can't wait to get to work this week.
You played with Connor Healy. Is that when you were there?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So, I know against CSU, there were guys that you played with in high school and stuff. What's that like for you to be able to come out there? And it looks like Connor's doing a great job over there too.
To be honest, I don't really keep in touch with many guys from high school anymore. With Jared at CSU, it was a handshake after the game, and good luck the rest of the year. And I'm sure it'll be the same way with Connor. It's good to hear that he's playing well.
You guys have obviously been really good against the run this year, but how does this challenge differ from what you guys have seen so far?
Obviously, it's a huge challenge. It's a different type of offense. It's not your standard, offense that we see every week. They run a lot of triple option, speed option, and really for us, it's going to come down to the same kind of things that we've focused on all season, and that's just doing your job as a defensive lineman, staying in your gap, not trying to do too much. And so it will present a different challenge. They're obviously the best in the Mountain West at rushing, and so like I've said, our goal every week is to stop the run first and foremost, and that's going to be our goal this week, without a doubt.
You guys talk about trying to make offenses basically one-dimensional. This kind of offense already is one-dimensional,
Yes, sir.
It seems. So,
Same thing. I mean, we have to, if we can stop the run, we hope to be successful and, be able to rush the passer. Believe we're getting better at rushing the passer as the season's going on. So to get in those situations is important. And, like you said, though, just like any other team, if you make them one-dimensional, it makes things easier on the defense.
As an end, are you keeping your eyes on trying to find the ball at all times, or are you just trying to get back there, and if they come your way, what are you kind of looking at, or how do you?
There's a few different things I'm looking at, and I'll get more into that as the week goes on with the coaches and what my responsibility exactly will be. But one thing about playing Air Force is you can't do your own thing. You can't go out there and freelance. You have to do your job, keep your eyes on whether it's that tackle or whether whatever the coaches tell us to do. So that comes down to doing your job and executing it all week in practice.
How much confidence has the defense gained in the last 4 games from the start of the Ole Miss game to now?
I think we've gained some confidence. We've done a good job. We have a lot of room to improve, and that's the thing I love about our defense is we're all very hungry. We all want to be great, and we want to stop the run every week and do our job and put up good numbers. And so we have confidence, but we've got a lot of room to go too.
How would you evaluate your guys' defensive effort on Saturday? I mean, you guys once again shut down the run, but also only allow 160 yards passing on 38 attempts, which is obviously, good efficiency on your guys' part.
Yes, sir. I liked our performance a lot. There's always things we can go back and improve on, but our goal going into the game was to stop the run, make them one-dimensional, and it meant a lot to the coaches to get that victory. That were coaches at Arkansas State last year. So Saturday night, it was a good feeling. We got 24 hours to enjoy it, and now we're on to Air Force.
Look at the couple times Boise State has played Air Force in the past, and it's taken a while to catch up to that offense and slow them down. Kind of an in-game adjustment a little bit when you go against something you can't really simulate in practice.
I think so. I think you're correct. I think obviously when you face an offense like this that no other offense in the country is like, it's going to take a little bit of in-game adjustment, and that's where practice comes in. We have to have a great week of practice. The scout team, we've got to really hone in on our techniques, and I know they'll do a great job of giving us the best look they can, and that's really what it'll come down to. The better week of practice we have, hopefully the little amount of in-game adjustments we have to make.
How difficult is it for them, the scout guys?
I think they have
Who's the guy that's the quarterback? And who's
Yes, sir.
The guy that, those guys have to try to replicate it.
Yeah, they have an extremely hard job. They don't have much time to prepare. They come in the afternoon, they watch the tape, and the GAs do a great job of telling them what to do. So I have a lot of respect for those guys. They have to go out and really help us every week, and their job's very important. It's very, very important, and they don't get enough credit, but they give us the look every week, and it's going to be hard this week for sure.
What do you see from their line? I mean, obviously they're not the biggest line, but what do you see looking at that group?
Well, leaning on experience too, playing against them. You're right, they're not the biggest, but they play. They play with great technique. They're very physical. That's the thing about Air Force, and I know they pride themselves on that. So, and they do a great job at the cut block. So, just because they're not the biggest offensive lineman we're going to face all year, that doesn't mean they don't have great technique, and doesn't mean we can't come in knowing what we have to do and knowing what our job is and execute that.
We kind of talk about that every year, the cut blocks. How does that kind of make you, is that a little uncomfortable going up against stuff like that? And how important is it to be aware of, when one's coming at you?
I think it's just hard because as a defensive lineman, you want to play aggressive. I think that's the biggest thing, and you want to get off the ball and make plays, get in the backfield. But what the cut block does is it really negates that. Obviously they try to take out your legs, and so that's just something that we have. It's just like that gray area. We have to find a way to really play aggressive and keep our technique, but at the same time be able to use our hands and play that cut block and stay on our feet. Because if we're on the ground, the advantage goes to Air Force.
Do you guys feel like you do have a little bit of an archive now, though, considering the fact that you have faced? I mean,
Yes,
2
sir.
years ago you guys had never faced, or whatever, 2-3 years ago you never faced them, but now you guys have a little bit of knowledge, it seems.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I feel like that's something very useful to go back on. This morning I was going back and watching last year's tape. I think that's something that we all have to do as a defense this week, go back and watch the past 2 years when we played Air Force and see what they try to do against us, what mistakes we made, and what we can improve on along with their games this year.
Defensively, you guys given up some yards this year, but tackles for loss and turnovers and sacks, that kind of stuff is way up. How have you guys been able to consistently produce those kind of plays?
I just think we're playing really aggressive, and when everybody does their job, guys are going to make plays. And when guys try to do too much, I think that's when you get out of position, and that goes for defense at every level of football. And so, Coach Yates has done a great job of putting us in position with our scheme to where if we do our job, we're going to be able to make plays if everyone stays patient. The plays will come, the tackles for loss will come, the sacks, the interceptions. And so as a defense, we want to just keep improving and keep accomplishing our goals every week.
4 games into this, where do you feel like this defense has improved the most, and where's the area maybe you want to see the most improvement going forward?
I think we've improved in our pass defense. I think obviously rushing the passer we've improved, and going forward, just want to continue to improve on those things. Turnovers are the most important thing. We want to continue to force turnovers every game and give our offense a chance to get on the field. The less time we're on the field, the better. Give our offense a shot. So really, I think we can improve in a lot of those areas that we try to improve on every week. It's the season. It's a long process. It's definitely a marathon, not a sprint.
Kind of touched on this at the beginning, but Air Force, those guys kind of knowing what they've committed themselves to, and just in addition to football, everything else going on. How much respect, I guess?
I have all the respect in the world for those guys. Obviously, coming out of high school, it was a lot to, look at for me in the future. And, after the game, I'll definitely shake their hands and tell them how much I respect them. Those guys, they have a lot. They have a lot on their plates, and they're exceptional football players as well too. So I have a lot of respect for them.
Did you visit them?
I just went to a game. I had an unofficial visit to a game, so I never really took like a campus tour or anything like that.
I guess when talking with the coach, how did you start to understand the demands that are on them and why it wasn't a good fit potentially for you?
I just think, talking to the coaches and also, on any recruiting visit, they tell you what, you're looking at academically. And I think leaning on people that I knew family friends that went to Air Force, them telling me what their experience was like, and I obviously just looked at it and felt like that's a lot for me. I'm not the best at math or science, and just my career choice, my career field. And but like I said, it was an honor to be offered to play football there.
What's your major here?
Communications,
When do you graduate?
December.
So,
Yep.
what do you want to do?
I really don't see myself leaving the game of football. I think communications is a good degree for me to have because it's broad, but I have such a passion for this game, and so whether it's obviously, trying to continue my playing career or coaching or strength coaching, I love football and I want to stick with it in one way or another.
You look at the situational football on defense. What does that do for you guys when you start to understand certain situations in passing situations, whatever? Coach Harsin was saying that he thinks you guys have developed in those regards.
I think he's right. I think that comes down to practice. The coaches have done a great job in practice in emphasizing situations, different periods, and we've repped it enough through spring ball, through fall camp, through the season, these different situations to where, I know in the game I'm thinking, okay, we got, they got 2 minutes left, we're in clutch. We got, they're going to try to pass the ball and third down, third and medium, second and long, second and short, to all kinds of different situations. And I think, obviously being a senior, going through this for 4 years, I can help the younger guys understand those situations and what we need to do. And so I know Coach Harsin's right. We've improved in that area.
Thanks.
Right on.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.